Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Facebook Friday. My name's Eric Hammond. I'm with the Orange Stack. Today we're out in the Carlsbad Cliffs. This is an awesome area, kind of in the middle of the city, and a lot of surfers in the background going on here. It's a cold, foggy day in Carlsbad, but anyway, welcome to the show. Today we are talking about mindset and really what's going on in your guys' head. That is a scary place for most of you. I remember getting into real estate and thinking, all right, how am I going to make this work? No one's going to want to talk to me. Picking up the phone sucks, just negative. And my wife has a nickname for me. I'm called Negative Nancy. And it's kind of a fun name. But basically that's what she calls me when I get into that kind of woe is me attitude. I'm not the most super outgoing, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, outgoing person that you know. I'm pretty introvert, introvert, that's what I'm looking for. But, this is me. I'm pretty steady Eddie. And so it's hard to tell when I'm excited, hard to tell when I'm, kind of down and depressed. I try to keep my emotions kind of in check. But I think a lot of you guys will get into your thing and do your thing and realize, I have a hard time connecting with people, and I have a hard time doing this, or I have a hard time doing that, and you're talking yourself out of a lot of opportunities. I think Henry Ford said it best when he said, whether we think we can or we think we can't, we're right? So if you doubt yourself or if you believe in yourself, it's probably going to happen. What we think and what we ponder on expands. I'm reading a book right now, which is one of those books that takes a while to read because it's super thick, and I read it every single year, but it's kind of ongoing. It's Think and Grow Rich. It's a book that I love. I've probably read it 15 times now, and there's so much to get out of it. But it's all about the power of thinking and what your mind's capable of achieving. I think a lot of us will, again, think that success is possible for others, but we'll doubt it in ourselves. So I want to talk to you about 3 different ways to kind of mentally check yourself and see what it is that you're thinking about. I have a friend right now who's going through some struggles, and I think a lot of it's probably in his head, and so this episode kind of goes out to him. So hopefully this is able to help him in some fashion. Get my notes out here. It's super bright out here, even though it's cloudy. So hopefully, guys, winter is going awesome wherever you are located. So one of the first ones is self-visualization. Man, I'm having a hard time talking today. If you've ever been to a Tony Robbins event, there's a big one called UPW. About 10,000 people come to. He holds it a couple times a year. I'm actually going to one in about a month up in San Jose in California. So check out UPW if you haven't already. But Tony talks a lot about visualizing what you expect to happen in life. He goes through this whole thing. It's about 2 hours long. During one of the days, and he helps you really close your eyes and visualize what you expect your new life to be. He goes through all the things of really diminishing, your past beliefs and who you think you are, and helping you understand the potential that you have. Whether you're Elon Musk or Steve Jobs or Albert Einstein or any of those amazing people, we each have the capability of doing these great things in ourselves. And so if you kind of close your eyes and visualize what's possible in your life, and really think about what are some of the things that I can make happen in my life, understanding that if I think about it long enough, my mind's probably going to achieve it. I'm going to tell myself that this is possible. There's a thing called priming that Tony does too, Tony Robbins, and he talks about that in this UPW class. But Google Tony Robbins priming. It's basically a way of closing your eyes for about 10 minutes and pondering on all the things that you're grateful for in your life and helping you understand what, your life would look like if you did accomplish all the things that you had and wanted to accomplish. So close your eyes. Here, first off, just go find priming with Tony. I'm not going to try to explain it any more than that. It's 10 minutes of your life. He does it every morning. I do it every morning in my life too. It really just helps me show appreciation for the things I'm grateful for in my life, and it helps me understand what's my mind capable of doing and what I have the potential of doing that day. So go look up priming. Go think about the things that you can visualize in your life. Like, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I go find success if I stay on this path? Visualize yourself finding success. Most of the people who watch this show, because we work with you mostly as real estate agents, I want you guys to visualize yourself finding success with your next listing opportunity, right? The next appointment that you go on. There's a couple of questions that I wrote down that you should ask yourself before you go into any appointment. One of my partners that I used to work with, he did this every single time we would go into someone's house, and it was incredible watching him. He would just kind of mentally check himself and say, am I going to be the best person for this opportunity? So the first question was, what do you need to do to help them get what they want? So if they're selling their house or they're buying a house, like, what are the things that that person's trying to accomplish? What do they want out of that? And am I going to be able to do that for them? So what do I need to do to help my client achieve their goals? And start visualizing that. Is it helping them sell their house with multiple offers in a week? Is it finding that house that may not be listed on the market right now that they've been looking for 6 months? Whatever that is. Next question. What does the best case scenario look like? Again, does that mean that they get 10 offers over a listing in 1 week? Does that mean that next week I call a for sale by owner and get them that house under contract? What does that mean for you? What's the best case scenario for you and that client to work together? And the last one, number 3, is what objections will you hear? Maybe it's not the right time to sell, or they want you to lower your commission rate, or maybe they have a friend to work with. Like, if you prepare for these type of objections in your head and visualize you answering them and having that script in your head already, you're going to be able to nail it, rather than you just walking in and think, hey, I got this, everything's good, I'm good to go, and then they lay that one on you. Oh, my brother's probably going to list the house, but I'm really going to work with you to help me buy the house. Like, that's not what you want to hear. So how are you going to handle that objection when it comes up? So those are the 3 things that you could probably visualize and prep for as you meet with a client. The next one I want to talk about is negative self-talk. So self-talk's huge. You guys, again, we talked about this a second ago, is you're probably going to talk yourself out of doing a lot of things, right? So I used to call a lot of FSBOs, cold calling, expired listings. I would call property managers. I would call for rent. I would just call everybody with a phone number. Our goal was to go through our whole county of San Diego twice a year. We had something like 450,000 phone numbers in our database. My goal was to call everybody on there. And so thinking about what happened every day when I'd go to pick up the phone, my process of, man, this phone sucks, I hate talking to people, it's going to be hard, people are going to say no, I'm going to have to leave voicemails, just blah, 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 blah. It was super negative. But the days that I got on the phone and I had success the day before, and I'm thinking, all right, calling's awesome, I'm going to get 4 listing appointments today, I'm going to set this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to win. Today's going to be my day, right? Like, it changed how I approached it, and it made it so much easier. So I think as you're going through challenging times and as you're having to do difficult things like door knock and pick up the phone and meet with stubborn clients or do price reductions, whatever it is, like, you have to have that self-talk that's going to be positive and saying, look, today's going to be okay. I had a good line. Where'd it go here? So I got a lot of notes. I can't remember where my notes went. Anyway, there you go. I'm a lean, mean appointment setting machine. This is one of my favorite quotes. I think Tom Ferry said it. I'm a lean, mean appointment setting machine. I used to tell myself that every single day when I would get on the phone. Some days it worked, some days it didn't, right? It's all about the numbers. But get out of your head. Take that thought in your head of saying, I can't do this, or it's going to be hard, and say all the positive things. Say, look, every 100 people that I call, I set X amount of appointments. Every time I get somebody on the phone, it's that much closer to my next commission check. Whatever it is, like, tell yourself these positive things that are going to help you. It's that self-talk. If you start your day of, man, it's rough, I hate my job, I hate this, these calls suck, I don't want to do this, it's going to be so hard to keep doing the same thing over and over. But again, it's just a numbers game. The 20th door I knock on might be the next listing, whatever it is. You have to know your numbers to help you visualize these things. So if you don't track your numbers, do that. And if you're not calling and door knocking, go do that. Guys, we're like major social media company over here and helping you guys do more with your social media. But you got to door knock, you got to phone call, you got to talk to your database, you got to do all these things. Like, that's what real estate's about. So that's that. Enhance your environment, okay? So if you're, again, in a place where a lot of people are complaining about calling and you're the only one in your office that's calling and everyone says calling doesn't work, you're not going to want to call, right? It's just as simple as it is. If you have positivity in your life, it's going to reflect on others, it's going to expand, it's going to resonate within you. Like they say, the top 5 people that you hang out with, every day are who you become. If you hang out with 5 negative Nancys, you're becoming a negative Nancy. So find those positive people in your life that you can be around. Surround yourself with good things. Listen to positive things. Go listen to Tony, man. That guy is on fire. He's a big dude. He's full of energy. He's got tons of positivity in his life. Listen to him every day. Listen to podcasts that uplift your life and make you positive. Go read books. I don't know what you guys are reading right now. I try to read about a book a week. I'd love to get to a book a day, but I'm a super slow reader, so that's not going to happen quite yet. Someday, thinking positive. But go read good books. Go read business books. Go read motivation books. Go read those self-help books that get you off your butt and get you to go do things. Move around during the day. Find things that are going to get your heart rate going, get you inspired. Go get some sunshine in your life. Just surround yourself with positive things. So that's my goal for you. It's not January 1st anymore. The time to set these goals is over. We're into the year. No matter when you watch this, it's not January 1st. Unless it's January 1st, 2019 or something like that. But go surround yourself with good things. Go start reading good books. Go to the gym. Go run. Go get some excitement in your life. Go do positive things. Find new friends. Do something that's going to enrich your life and get you to get to that next level. You're probably going through the dip right now that happens. After the hurrah of setting new goals in your life, you're going through that dip. Go read the book by Seth Godin called The Dip, and just realize that there's a tomorrow. You may be going through a difficult time right now, but there's a tomorrow. There's something else that's going to come. Good days are ahead if you prepare for it. 87% of real estate agents get out of real estate within the first 12 months because they can't handle that dip. They've sold a couple of their friends' homes, they sold their parents' home, a cousin, a grandma, whatever it was, and they got through that, but then they didn't build their database big enough. They didn't do the things that are required. Stay positive. Keep doing the things that you know you need to do. Keep your mind aware, alert, positive, active, learning new things, staying fresh on what's going on. Don't read the news. Just stay positive and you're going to find some awesome stuff. I know this was super hurrah for you guys, and most of you guys have tuned out already. But for those who stuck around and watched it to the end, I hope this helps you. Again, my name's Eric with the Orange Stack. We provide you guys social media strategies to help you in your business get more business out of Facebook, your social channels, everything on there. And today, Facebook Friday, we talk about business growth. So thanks for following along. Love to see you on the next one. We go live every Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll see you next week. Thanks.